Welcome, dear Leo, to your tarot reading for the upcoming week, which will begin at the 15th of September and will end at the 21st of September. First of all, I would like to explain a few general facts about the reading. The pattern I'm going to use is the so-called Celtic Cross, which shows you the general energies for the week and prospects for the near future. This pattern also provides you with insights in your environment, your wishes and fears, your mindset, and the conscious and unconscious forces within you. The so-called court cards, Knight, Queen, Prince, and Princess, often refer to special people in your life and describe their traits of character. It is not important what gender these cards show. That means a knight could also be a woman in your life, and a queen might as well be a man. Since time is fluent, some events might already have happened, whereas other events might occur a bit later. That hopefully gives you an overlook on your current life situation and some advice on how to deal with it. And now we shall begin, dear Leo, with your reading for the last week of summer. And here it is, your first card. Now we can start already. And we will see what the last week of summer will look like for you. And we start with so many emotions here. Six of Cups and the Prince of Cups. So that could mean that you are quite in love at the moment, that you enjoy feelings and emotions at the moment. You feel very content and glad. Maybe the reason for that is that Prince of Cups here. Some person who made you feel young again or makes you feel young again. Maybe you are still young, so he doesn't have to, but you feel quite alive. You feel very well in your body now, very good, and you enjoy life as it is. That's like you already live in summer and you enjoy summer. You still enjoy summer, and you can't say goodbye to summer right now. You maybe you are very emotional at the moment yourself, and the Prince of Cups is represents yourself. But I could imagine that there is a person. It can be a partner. It can be someone you've just met. It also can be your child that makes you very happy and makes you feel life's worthwhile, and living with that person, spending time with that person is only positive for you. So it depends now if you see that immature energy literally. That would mean that the Prince of Cups is a child, and you may have become a parent, and that you enjoy that feeling very much right now. But it can also be taken metaphorically, so that person doesn't have to be a child. He or she can just be a very spontaneous and outgoing person, especially on an emotional level, very open and sensitive. And you just like being with that person, or you like being that person yourself at the moment. If the Prince of Cups represents yourself, and then that would mean you are extraordinarily outgoing and open at the moment, and you can show your emotions to others, and you are not afraid of that. And so you seem to enjoy things, and for you, summer isn't over yet. That's clear. There was some kind of, maybe you had to hide your feelings in the past. Maybe you couldn't be honest with your out with the outside world. Maybe you had to pull yourself together, you had to bring some work to the end. You had to work while others were on vacation, or you had to struggle with authorities. That could be possible here. And you had to put away some obstacles here, to get rid of some problems here, before enjoying life as it is now. And maybe you're just happy about that. Maybe you just got some go from the outside. You can start with your project, and you had to wait for some kind of permits, you had to deal with authorities, with bureaucracy. Maybe you had some litigation going on, and now it's over, and it went well for you. You had to struggle fight for something. You had to wait for something, and that was an unpleasant, uncomfortable situation. And that's over now, and you are relieved about that, very much relieved. And now you can enjoy life again. You can be Leo-like, and just enjoy the good weather, the good food, your good friends, and be alive again. And that makes you very happy for the moment. So things are a bit uncertain, still a bit uncertain. There are the Two of Pentacles here. That means there is a change, and the change is for the better, because you had the Ten of Wands here. That wasn't that good. And any change from that is good, because the situation wasn't very pleasant for you. And now that situation changes, so it only can get better now for you. And you feel that. And that's why you are so alive again. That you've overcome some serious problems here. May them be private or official, but you've overcome some problems, and things aren't final now. But the worst, you've overcome the hardest part. And the rest is just, formalities. But you can be optimistic now, even if things aren't certain now, but they will be soon. And for the moment, you're just relieved about that this struggle here is over. Yeah, you're relieved. Here's the Two of Swords. For the moment, you're just at peace, and you have to exhale. Yeah, you can exhale now. The tension is falling off you, and that is the big relief here. And whatever will come, future is not certain at all, but whatever will come, it will be better than the last few weeks have been for you. And you can be optimistic. I already said that. Now that things will go to your favor, things will develop favorable for you. Yeah, here are the Nine of Swords. You are worried, still worried that you've made some bad experience. You had a hard time, and you are worried because of that experience. You are now worried things can fail. I think that's more kind of a worry than a fact, because you are just, you are a bit, still a bit damaged by that, maybe, and you need to find to your old self again. You need to recover, and that's what you're doing now, I think. You are recovering from a hard time you had, and that also means you think again, what was that? What the hell was that? And why did that happen? And what did I do wrong, maybe? And what was the fault of a third party? People want to find answers when something goes wrong, when something is hard and it's over. You are kind of relieved that it's over, of course, but you're also thinking, how could that happen? What did I do wrong? And maybe you tend to be too strict with yourself. You tend to accuse yourself of things you maybe didn't do wrong. It was just bad luck, maybe. And you are too hard on yourself, maybe, that you sitting there and say, oh, if I hadn't done that, then it wouldn't have become that bad, or something like that. Or I should have done this and not that. That's not, that doesn't make any sense now, because things are already over, and it's always some kind of mixture of bad luck, own mistakes, and mistakes other people did. And you can think that over and over, but it won't make you more happy or happier. But you're looking for that kind of inner peace now. That's really important for you now, because it was a really it really stirred you up, your emotions, and you now want to find peace again. And you already feel that it's that peace is coming again, and you find your old strength. You'll be your old self with all your strengths, and but here are some scars. That just come up when somebody has a bad time with someone, and maybe it's part of the game that you need to think about that you need to think it through, and maybe think of what you could done differently. But in the end, you can't change anything about that, and you can just be glad that it's over now. And don't be afraid that things will happen again, because things never happen the same way twice. Best thing for you would be to close that chapter now, and find your strength again, find your center again, and then things will get better from alone. Okay, that's the Queen of Wands. That's very much you here. So that means, you will come to your self. You will find yourself. You will find your center here again, and you will make something out of that. You have suffered, but you will make something good out of that. It will make you grow. It will help you grow. It will help get that you will get wiser, more experience. That you can also be a good example for other people who will go through the same experience, maybe some disease, for example. You've come over that, and now you can be a role model for others having that disease. Just an example. Maybe it's some divorce, some fight with lawyers. Here, 10 of Wands is always connected to some kind of litigation. That means you had a divorce. The lawyers were fighting about what belongs to whom, and you now that litigation is over, you got your fair share here. And you can give advice to other people how to do that, how to fight for your rights, fight for your freedom. Of course, that's always a very important issue for you, to live free and self-dependent. And so you find to yourself now, you can see that you are your own person again, and that you feel strong again. The strength will come back to you, and all those worries here, they are just so you can process what you've experienced, that you can close the chapter now. So the worst times are over now. And yeah, that's here the Three of Cups. We can see that things are getting better for you. You have you somehow managed to make things better for you, that you have been in, or you were in some kind of precarious situation, and you managed yourself to get out of that. Now the situation is more secure, more friendly for you, and more comfortable for you. And that is why you can relax now, you can exhale now, you can process things that happened, and you can find yourself again, and find peace in the end. And that's happening right now. So that's big, and you can see that, you know that. So that's what the Two of Pentacles say here. You are still in that process, and when it's done, that process, when it's finished, you will be yourself again, and you will a better self. And then you will see all the struggle, it was worth it for you, and it will make a better person out of yourself. Yeah, you want to be independent, of course, after all that. So it's very likely that you got some kind of divorce here. You freed yourself from dependence from people you had to depend on, and you didn't. You couldn't stand that any longer. You are an independent person. You want to be self-dependent. You are strong. You know that you are a dominant person, and you can't stand a situation where you have to listen to others and where you have to depend on others. And that was the case here. You had to wait until other people gave you permit, or you had to wait for them, and you couldn't act yourself. You couldn't act freely, and that made you crazy. And you could free yourself from that. Either if it's something professional here, you want to start a business, there is some bureaucracy you needed to do. It took forever. You had to wait for the permit. You felt helpless. You felt powerless. And now the thing is through, you got your permit, you can start, and you can exhale, and after that, you start your project. Or you found yourself in some kind of bad relationship. Maybe most relationships aren't bad from the beginning, but they turn bad at some point, and you had to realize that you are in some kind of dependence, some kind of relation where you couldn't act freely, and you always had to ask for permission. You couldn't just say, I want to go out with my friends tonight. You always had to ask, can I go out with my friends tonight? So, and that was a situation you couldn't stand. And now you could free yourself from that. And now you can appreciate how important freedom and independence is. And you want that things stay that way. You want to stay that independent, self-dependent person who doesn't need someone else. And that is an experience which is very important, and you could make that now. And so I think you won't get into that kind of situation again very soon, because it left some scars here, and scars aren't only bad. Scars always remind us on the struggle we had, so we won't repeat it. So those scars are also important. And here is the moon in the end. So there will be some new chapter here. I already said it. You are now in the situation where you need to close that chapter. You want to close the chapter because it has become a burden for you. You have already freed yourself from that burden. And now you are in the process of thinking it through and finding your peace with that. And that will happen very soon, over the next week. And by the end of the week, maybe a bit sooner or later, you will be able to close that chapter, and then you won't know what will happen next. Whatever it is, you will be free, you will be self-dependent, and you can decide on your own what to do next. But first, the first thing you will notice will be that you don't know what will come next. So there is a completely new path open for you. You will have to overcome that threshold, and after that, you will wonder, what am I supposed to do now? And that's that uncertainty can be intimidating. It can be frightening, but that's normal. That's always with new chapters, with a blank site, blank page. You've got. You just have to fill that page. And you in the beginning you won't know what you will write on that page, but in the end you will know. So just start that new chapter with confidence and optimism, and just be glad that you now can make a fresh start, and you now have the power. You can you can rule now, and you can determine how things will develop. You are more free than you have been before, and so that's the good thing here. Even if you won't know what will happen, you will know that you can make the orders yourself. And that's a big progress for you now. Okay, that's it for now. I hope you can make some sense out of that and that it will help you. And I would be very glad that if you subscribe to my channel or if you left any comment here. And I wish you a lovely week. Good luck and goodbye und auf Wiedersehen.